If you have any questions, yes, consumer law, of course. Credit repair is based on the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It's all laws that are designed to protect consumers like me and you. So yes, we're gonna use consumer law, of course. Anybody have questions? Type them in the comment section. Even if you wanna, elaborate on what I'm talking about, type it in the comment section. Like and share, like and share, like and share. Yeah, I mean, you don't pull. You're not supposed to call. Calling, talking like that is ridiculous. Anybody that tells you to call the credit bureau and start talking about laws, they lying to you. Don't trust them. Don't buy no products from them. They playing you. Trust me. Never call to dispute any accounts online ever. Always send letters. That's when you're protected. All right, so let's get started. Credit repair, credit repair, credit repair. So on TikTok, listen, if y'all on TikTok and y'all want to see what is on my screen right now, I'm gonna be showing y'all a lot of stuff on my screen. Go to the link in my bio, click the link, right? And scroll down um to join my Facebook group. Okay? I'm live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube too. Type the best do-it-yourself credit repair system if you want to see us on YouTube, but YouTube and Facebook we're live as well. It says, okay, do you have to send a notice, then an invoice, or can I send an affidavit invoice at one time? I got a few removed on the call. Yeah, I mean, listen, if you know what you're doing, certain things can be removed, right? And I'm not gonna say it's all whatever, right? Um, but we don't dispute online, especially if the account is like yours. If it's a collection with the collection agency, then it's really easy. People don't realize how easy it is to get collection agency collections off your account. If it's with the original creditor, then that's not working. Trust me. All right, so if you're on TikTok, remember, link in the bio, follow me on Facebook or YouTube. That way you can see what I'm putting up on the screen because that's where all the knowledge is really at on the screen. So make sure y'all follow me on Facebook. All right, so again, if anybody has questions, type them in the comment section. So when it comes to credit repair, we already know the process. You should always have a credit monitoring service, right? It doesn't matter who it is. Some people say Credit Karma, all this stuff. I hate Credit Karma. I don't use it. I don't use Credit Sesame. I'm a identity IQ type of person, right? Or I use what's called Credit Streak if I'm using the automated credit repair system, right? So you sign up for your credit monitoring, pull your reports. When you pull your reports, you got to compare what's going on. Credit Karma is horrible. Compare what's on your reports, right? Now, what I did was I created a checklist because sometimes you forget. Sometimes you forget, but after doing it so much, you don't, right? It becomes like second nature. But I created a checklist. This checklist helps you when it comes to finding errors on your credit report. The key to collections is factual disputing, is to setting them up, is to really knowing what to send and how to send. Identity IQ. The link is in my bio as well. Go to my link. The link is in the bio. Identity IQ. They give you like the most information. They give you the most information when it comes to credit monitoring along with your credit report, right? So remember, credit score and credit reports are two different things. Your credit score is a number system. The credit report is all the stuff on your that's being reported that is, calculation that gives you a score. So identity IQ gives you the most data, right? For you to be able to find errors to compare and dispute. So I created this checklist. It basically allows you to just basically go step by step. Section 1, personal information. It's important to remove old data because it links the derogatory information on your credit report. Sometimes the bureau will use the information to validate your accounts when it comes to disputing. That's why I said yesterday, it's very important to update as much information as you can. Look for those misspelled names. old addresses, you want them all removed. You only need one address on your report. You don't need 10 addresses. The more addresses, the more data they have to link you to stuff that you allegedly owe, right? Like and share, please. Like and share. Um, Date of birth. Sometimes your date of birth be wrong. Social security. Sometimes your social security number be wrong. And it's an opportunity for you to see if anybody try to use your information for a CPN. Because people will use real socials or children's socials to make CPNs. Stay away from CPNs. No matter how much people tell you it's a play, it's not. CPNs are illegal. And they catching up with CPNs now. Trust me. Phone number. Make sure you only have one phone number. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's a phone number that's not connected to a collection. Make sure you have one employer or no employers at all. It's totally up to you, right? Inquiries. If you have inquiries, I'm teaching you how to clean up your credit first. If you have inquiries that are over 2 years old, they shouldn't be on your credit report. So that's an easy win. If something is old or outdated, if the statute of limitation is outdated for you to for them to be able to collect that debt, then you shouldn't even be paying. It shouldn't be on your credit report. All right. Collections that are older than 7 years. If you have a collection that's over 7 years reporting on your credit report, it's past the statute of limitation. It should not even be reporting. Collections stay on your credit report for 7 years. Inquiries stay on your credit report for 2 years. And guess what? The closer it gets to that item aging out of the aging, the less impact it has on your credit, right? So if I were to where's the credit? I don't have it here. But if I were to show you like payment history is like 35%, utilization is like 30%. So if I have a late payment or a derogatory item, depending on how old it is, that will determine how much it's actually affecting your score. So if something is, let's say, 6 years old, a collection is 6 years old, it's not really affecting your credit that much. You know what I'm saying? It's not really affecting it, and you should definitely not pay it, especially if it's that old. Wait a year or keep fighting it to get it off. It'll fall off. Make sure these people can hear me. Hold on. Let me make sure these people can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Make sure y'all can hear me. If y'all can hear me, type 1. If you can hear me, type 1 on YouTube and Instagram. If you can hear me, type 1. We're going to talk about removing collections today. First, I'm teaching you how to prepare your credit report to be able to remove that collection, all right? But type 1 if you can hear me. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. Where are y'all from? Type where you from as well. Let me know where y'all from. I want to know where some of y'all from. Y'all might be from where I'm from. You never know. Now, unpaid collections and unpaid collections, charge-offs, student loan debt, any of those things, right? 7 years. If it's a collection, 7 years. If it's older than 7 years, it should not be on your credit report. Point blank, period. Now, what I want you to do is when you see these collection accounts and these charge-offs, I want you to look for specific things, all right? These are the most common errors that are found on collection accounts. Look at the balance. A collection should not be reporting an open balance. It should not be showing that you owe a monthly payment of anything. If it's a collection, if it's a charge-off, I don't owe you no monthly payment. You understand me? So if there's a collection on your credit report with a balance showing like, hey, you owe this much, or, this is your monthly payment, that right there is an error. That's an opportunity for you to check this, highlight that and say, hey, what's going on? You're reporting a balance, and that to open up the whole investigation. Dates. The date that you open the account, your last payment, your payment history, those things are important. Make sure you look at them. Make sure you know the dates. If the date that was open is being reported on your credit report is different than what you actually have or what you know, then that's an error. Errors should be removed or updated. Payment history, same thing. If you know you wasn't late and you have proof you wasn't late, that's easy, right? If you're on TikTok, follow me on Facebook so you can see what's on my screen. I'm showing you guys cheat sheets, checklist. I'm showing you guys everything on my screen. So click the link in the bio and say join Facebook, and you'll be able to join my live on Facebook, okay? Collections. Make sure when you look at these collections, make sure you check the balances. Make sure you check the dates, open dates, last activity, payment history. Make sure you check all of that. Um, Also, if you look at a collection, right, and your collection has late payments and stuff like that, don't get caught up in the late payment trying to remove one. You got to sweep the whole account off, okay? Don't get caught up in stuff. If it's a collection, the collection just needs to be removed, all right? Look through your public information. If you have bankruptcies or any liens or anything like that, bankruptcies stay on your credit report for 7 to 10 years. All right? Hey, Jackie. Bankruptcies stay on your credit report for 7 to 10 years, depending on what type of bankruptcy. Chapter 11, Chapter 13. It just depends. So, again, statute of limitation is very important. If these items are older than 7 years or 2 years for increase, 7 years for collections, then they shouldn't be on there. And a simple dispute via letter will get those items removed. Make sure y'all like and share this live, please. Like and share this live. Comment. If you have any questions, drop the questions. Let me know what's going on. All right. But yeah, so those are the steps that I do when it comes to getting a credit report. This is the first thing I do. I look over the personal information. I fix all of that stuff. I basically prepare. I make a package, right? I highlight everything that's wrong. Okay. Here we go. Here's some things that you should not do when it comes to contacting these collection agencies as well, right? Because collection agencies will use the information against you, right? You send them the wrong information, they're gonna start calling you even more, right? So here's some do nots when it comes to contacting collection agencies. All right, do not sign your letters. Only print your name. Never sign your letter with a signature. Okay. Do not send a collection agency a copy of your ID or your utility bills. Never do that, okay? When you send dispute letters to the credit bureaus, your first dispute letter, your first round of letters, you're supposed to send an ID, a copy of your ID, for your new address that you want to update it to, as well as your utility bills and a social security. You want to send a copy of that. That way they can verify who you are. But when you're dealing directly with the collection agency, if the collection's with the collection agency, then don't send any identifying documents, okay? Make them just accept the letter and do whatever they want to do with it. If they don't contact you back, it's even better. I'm trying to tell y'all, no response is pretty good, because you can take that data over time of them not responding, and you can file a complaint, because by law they have to respond in 30 to 35 days. So a lot of times when you start poking with them and asking them for certain documents, they just ignore you. Those are violations. But never send any IDs to the collection agencies, because they will use it against you and update your information. Do not respond to collection letters by sending debt validation letters first, okay? If you get a letter from a collection agency, don't send the debt validation letter first. Don't do that, okay? When you get the letter, normally there's instructions on the letter for what you should do if you don't agree with the debt. Do that first, then when they come back and say whatever, then you can hit them with the debt validation. All right. And last but not least, never make agreements for payment over the phone. Make them put it in writing. If you ever do decide to pay a collection, make them put it in writing, because when they put it in writing, it's fact. If you just put it over the phone, chances are they're just gonna take your money and not remove the item as you requested. Okay, that's called pay per delete, or pay for deletion. When it comes to sending dispute letters to the creditors, here's some things that you don't want to do either. All right. Do not feel obligated to send all dispute letters certified. That's what people say. Me personally, I like to send them certified. If you have the money, send them certified. And the reason I say send them certified is because you get read receipts. But if you don't have the funds, because it could be expensive to send 3 letters every single time, that's like 20 something dollars every single time. Send it, regular first class mail. Cross your fingers. They're gonna get it, right? They're gonna get it. It's just you might not have read receipts for later on in the process. But you don't have to send the letter certified. I suggest you send the letter certified. Make sure you include a copy of your ID, your social security card, and that utility bill. Because if you don't, you're going to get a response like, hey, we need to identify who you are, or it's called stall letters. You'll get something saying, hey, we need to identify who you are. Can you send us this, this, and this? Or you'll get something that says, we noticed that you hired a credit repair company. Please note the credit repair, this, that, that. It's called stall letters. So make sure that you send your first or second round. You make sure you send first and second round. You make sure you send identifying documents. All right. Do not sign any letters you handwrite or type. Okay. You don't have to mix it up. If you handwrite the letter, handwrite everything. If you type the letter, you don't have to sign it. Don't get caught up in that, all right? Be specific on the action you want the credit bureau to take. When you complete these letters, make sure that you tell them exactly what you want them to do. Because if you don't tell them exactly what you want them to do, right? Let me find a letter for you. Here we go right here. Okay. In these letters, after you tell them all of this stuff, you got to tell them, here's my account name, here's the account number, and I need the account deleted, or I need the account updated. Make sure you're specific in what you're telling these credit bureaus to do. If you're not, because remember, a system a lot of the times reads it and then spits out a response. So if you're not telling them to delete it, they're gonna do whatever they feel like doing it, or you're gonna get a response back that says, please tell us what you want us to do. I actually have one right now where they try to play like they ain't see me say delete the item, and they're asking me to now tell them, what do you want me to do, right? If you're on TikTok and y'all want to see what's on my screen, click the link in the bio and join my Facebook group, and you'll be able to see me on Facebook right now. Let me see. Yeah, you'll be able to see me live on Facebook, all right? You'll be able to see what's going on the screen. 1 second. Hold on. Let's get this to the page as well. If y'all hear my kids coughing, I got a house full of sick kids today, y'all, so bear with me. But we're going to talk collections. Anybody have a question about collections or anything on their credit report? Let me know. Comment. Hit the comment section with any of your questions, your concerns about credit, even if it's not related to collections. It could be bankruptcies, repossessions, late payments. It could be anything, all right? Let me know. If you have a question, hit the comment section. I'm about to share this feed real quick, and then I'm going to jump back on here and talk to you guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. Now we're gonna discuss the secrets to collections, all right? The secrets to collections. Now, I'm going to play this video for you guys so you guys can get some more information, all right? I'm going to play this video, then we're going to discuss some more things when it comes to repairing your credit. But I want you guys to get an understanding of what you should do. Like the first step, the secret to removing collections is everything you do before you actually start even creating the letters, right? You must freeze the secondary credit bureaus. You must do a lot of different things, but we're gonna get to that, all right? So I'm gonna replay this. This is summing up what I kind of talked about earlier. Teach you how and why you should freeze the secondary credit bureaus. I'm also gonna show you how to use the checklist to highlight the errors in your personal information, your accounts, payment history, dates, account type, your limits, etc. Like you're gonna be able to identify. Actually, no, y'all, that's the wrong video. This is the right video. Okay, we're gonna create your first dispute letter here. Let's do that. Welcome to module notify all the negative items and send your address verification letter. Okay, that's different from your actual. Everybody on TikTok, y'all gotta join me now. On Facebook, what are you gonna do? How do you so you can hear what we're talking about? Okay, it's all based on the information that you gathered from the last module using this checklist here. Okay, all the inaccurate information. Now it's time to use this information. Okay, I want to make sure you guys understand that you have a credit repair roadmap. I want to make sure that you understand that this is how you guide yourself through the process. You should not have any questions or get lost if you stick to this credit repair roadmap. And if you do, don't worry, we're here to help you. Okay? Now, where are you going to get your dispute letters? Of course, you're going to come to your the main module here. You're going to go to My Top Dispute Letters. And here you can see round 1. All right? Here are the letters here. Now, before we actually get into the letters, I want to make sure you guys understand that the populating the letters is like the most difficult part, okay? Everything else is smooth. So with that being said, if you did not upgrade to the automated credit repair system, then I'm going to show you why you should upgrade right now, okay? It's going to save you tons of time, tons of money, right? It's just going to save you all the way around, and it does everything automatically. I want you to watch this video first, and then we're going to actually jump into how to manually populate and create these dispute letters. All right, check this out.
In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to sign up for DIY credit repair, get your credit reports, and create dispute letters. Let's go. The first thing you want to do is fill out the form on the front page, then click Let's Go. Next, go ahead and fill out your full address, date of birth, and click Create Account. On the next page, we're going to click on Authorize and then sign the agreement.
Next, we will sign up for a credit streak and get our credit reports.
Once you get your credit reports, it's now time to connect them to the DIY software and create your dispute letters.
To connect your credit report, click on Personal Info, scroll to the bottom, and enter your credit streak details, save info, and refresh credit report now.
Once the credit report is connected, then you can start creating your dispute letters. Next, you will see all of the inquiries and negative items on your credit report that you can dispute. To dispute an item, simply click on it and pick a dispute reason. Once you finish picking the reasons, go ahead and click on Create Dispute Letters Now. The system will automatically create your letters for you, and on the next screen, you will be allowed to review and then print the letters. Once you print the letters, put them in an envelope, add postage, and go ahead and mail them out. Congratulations! You've now sent your first round of letters.
Make sure to keep your credit streak account active. Come back in 30 days, refresh your credit report, and create the next round of disputes. That's it for this video. If you have any questions or need help, click on Contact Support in your account. Thank you so much, and make it a great day.
All right, so you just seen that. That right there was the automated credit repair system that we put together. That's the software that makes everything basically a click of a button to repair your credit. All right, that's the upgrade you had for $29.95, I believe it is. That's the upgrade. So if you didn't take that upgrade, this is the reason why you should take the upgrade. Everybody who did, continue, use that video, and you're basically done. You don't even need to really go through this whole process. All right, that's how simple it is. Okay, now with that being said, let's get into manually creating these dispute letters. Okay, now what I want to be clear is there's 2 dispute letters that you should send for round 1. All right, if there's collection accounts that are not yours, or there's a lot of errors and stuff like that, then you're gonna want to send the dispute letter. Okay, the dispute letter. It's a very aggressive verbiage in that letter, which is totally different from the validation letter that you're also going to see in that folder. All right, the validation letter goes to the creditors. Okay, you're going to send that to, hey creditors, can you validate this? Something looks wrong, right? You're not going to dispute with them immediately. So let me make this clear: collection agencies, collection accounts, charge-offs, they get the dispute letter first. Credits, if you want to go straight to the creditor, then you want to send the validation letter. And again, this round requires an ID and utility bill for identity verification, basically. All right, and again, if those IDs and addresses don't match, you're gonna have to get 2 utility bills that do match the address that you want to use, and you're gonna have to include your ID as well. So now let's look at the letters. Here's the address verification. Here's the factual dispute letter. Now look at the verbiage on this letter. I'm going to read it to you real quick. It says, I received a copy of my credit report and found the following errors listed. I listed out the accounts in question. Please review this letter and everything in it. Please acknowledge that you have received this letter within 14 days of being received. And this is where you're going to add the account numbers, the information about the accounts. Now read further. It basically says, under the provision of the State Federal Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, Fair Credit Reporting Act, and related consumer statutes, I am at this moment instructing you to cease collection of this debt while efforts are made to obtain verification. All right, and if you keep going, it's a lot of aggressive verbiage to basically let them know that you understand the law and you're not going to back down, and they have to comply with these 2 acts. Okay, the Fair Debt Collection Practices and the Fair Credit Reporting Act. All right, so again, we already know you put your first name, last name, social security number, birth date, and your the date, as well as you list the accounts that you want to dispute. Okay, you put your full name down there, and you're gonna add you're gonna make sure you add your ID and your utility bills to this letter. Complete it, send it out, certified mail, and you're done. You're going to wait 30 days for their response. Now, if you want to go straight to the creditor, you're not going to say dispute first, all right? You're going to kind of be nice and warm up to them and just say, hey, I'm going to read it to you. It says, hey, I looked at my credit report and noticed a few accounts that I wanted some more information on. I'm not sure if they're reporting right or wrong. I just want everything to be 100% correct on my report. Okay, I found something called the Fair Credit Reporting Act, where by law I have the right to challenge anything that's on my credit report that I'm not sure of. All right, and then it lists what the 15 USC statute says and what they're responsible for. Okay, so it's somewhat of the other letters, just not as aggressive. It's very hey, how you doing? And it doesn't ruffle any feathers. Okay, so this is the letter you send straight to creditors. Point blank. Period. In this folder, you're going to see several letters, but the first address verification letter, we already did that. Now we're either going to send a factual dispute letter, okay, or we're going to send the investigation letter. There's 2 letters in here, by the way, 2 versions of the investigation letters, okay? Now, what else I want to show you guys is the different, there's different options when it comes to reasons for you to dispute. All right, I'm going to go through these reasons real quick. All right, these are some of the reasons that you may encounter when it comes to disputing different accounts. Okay, one reason would be that you don't recognize the collection account. Okay, that's a reason. That's a normal reason. People say, hey, I seen this collection account, I don't recognize it. Another reason would be you see monthly payments being reported on a charge off or collection. Monthly payments should not be reported. You shouldn't see any payments reported. It should be blank, right? You can't be 30, 60. It should just totally be blank if it's a collection, okay? Another reason is you might see a 30-day late payment, 60-day, 90-day late payment, but really you're not late on the account. Another reason is I've never seen this account in my life. One could be the date of a last activity is reporting incorrect. And I could go on and on and on. But again, here's the list of all the different factual dispute reasons that you could also use here, okay? Inaccurate name, date of birth, balances over 7 years, inquiries older than 2 years. Always go back to this checklist. This checklist is going to save your life, all right? Now, with that being said, this is basically the end of module number 5, okay? To sum it up, all right, so basically, I'm going to sum it up before we go. I was supposed to stay on for an hour today, but I got something to do. Basically, one of the secrets to removing collection accounts, all right? You want to send a validation letter. After you do all the cleaning up of your personal information, after you make sure that your address is updated, after you find all the errors and everything, after you made that nice little package, you're going to come and you're going to dispute that stuff. As soon as you send a letter about your address, verifying your addresses, you're going to want to send the validation letter next, all right? You're going to want to make these people validate these debts. Validate, not really the debt, but validate the accounts that's reporting on your credit report, all right? If it's a collection agency, make sure that you send a basic dispute letter, okay? Send the basic collection dispute letter, okay? If it's a creditor, original creditor, send a validation letter, okay? Or a basic dispute. Either way it go, your first round letters, you always have to send your ID, social utility bill only to the creditors and credit bureaus, never to a collection agency. Remember that. Do not send all collections, or do not send do not put this account is not mine for every single account. I hate when I see people, this account is not mine. Don't do that. Just say, look, I don't recognize this account. You know what I'm saying? Point out, because this is just a validation letter. You're asking them to check and validate if this stuff is really yours. Just say, hey, I noticed there's something wrong. And the reason you want to be polite this round is because in case they verify it, you have room to be aggressive, right? You have room to point out different things. But the first time, all you're doing is poking them saying, hey, can you validate these items? And again, if you did your job right by disconnecting your personal information, they're not going to be able to validate it. That's basically the secret to removing collections, okay? The secret to removing collections, I said a whole lot of stuff. The secret to removing collections is simply detaching the personal information from that account. That is one of the biggest secrets to removing collections, okay? Now, before I go, if anybody is interested in repairing their credit themselves, okay, please note we do have full service credit repair for those of you who don't have time. We do have that. Reach out to me or visit our website. But if you're into doing this yourself, we have a system that teaches you, trains you how to apply 5 secret credit repair loopholes, okay, that remove collections from credit reports. This system helped me boost my score as well as other people's up over 200 points, okay? This will allow you to remove negative items so that you can become mortgage ready, because you can't have collections and bad debt when it comes to getting a mortgage, okay? Normally this training, full training, along with all the other stuff that I'm going to give you, is anywhere from $997 to like $1,800. But I'm offering it to you guys, a simple training for $37, okay? It comes with tons of stuff. Now, the best do-it-yourself credit repair system, it's just that. It's the 5 secret. I simplified everything. It's a lot of stuff that goes with credit repair, but I narrowed it down to 5 secret loopholes that we use, okay? You're also going to get some letter templates. You're going to get the credit repair checklist that I showed you earlier. You're going to get a planner to help you stay in order. You're going to get a dispute roadmap that I showed you. You're going to get a credit repair guide, 24-hour inquiry removal. You're going to get how to buy a home credit hack. It's a PDF. You're also going to get a bunch of cheat sheets. You're going to get a cheat sheet that shows you every single process that you can use to repair your credit. You're going to get a cheat sheet that shows you how to contact all the credit bureaus. You're going to cheat sheet that shows you where to file complaints, how to get paid $1,000 for every violation on your credit report, as well as statute of limitations. Statute of limitations depending on your state. Okay, that's very important. All of these things come into play when it comes to properly removing negative items from your credit report. Remember that, okay? I'm not just giving you stuff to give you stuff. These are things that people look at all the time. Every time you get a new customer, you have to know what you're doing. So I'm giving you exactly what I do when I look at someone's credit and I start generating letters. This is what I use, okay? Now, to show you some of the results, here you go, all right? 80 items removed with this process, 84 items removed with this process. We're talking charge-offs, okay? You see that, Midland funding. I know a lot of y'all know about Midland funding. Here you can see we have updated some addresses. We broke that connection. It actually worked. Here you see this was a late payment on a Target card. We got the whole Target card removed, okay? So this system does work. It's literally 5 secret loopholes. It's a training that teaches you step by step. It's 10 videos plus letters plus cheat sheets that train you on how to do all of this, okay? Now before I go, if you guys are not familiar with Credit Boosting Secrets, this is a free book. It's a totally free book that you can download. The link is always available. It's in my bio. It's in the description. Click this link, get this book. It's free. It's going to teach you about the credit score. You need to understand the credit score before you attempt to fight this system, okay? You need to understand how it's calculated, because once you do, let's say you're successful with repairing your credit, you need to know how to maintain it. You need to know how to boost it. You need to know how to get above 740, 750. That way nothing is, you'll never be denied for anything in life, okay? You'll be able to get all the credit cards with the rewards. You'll be able to stop using your debit card everywhere and give incentives to use your credit card, you know, when it comes to purchasing stuff and shopping, all right? Now, again, this book is totally free. It's going to teach you the secrets that I use when it comes to boosting credit. 24 hours or less without spending thousands of dollars. Those are the type of secrets that I offer you guys. I don't want you to spend a lot of money out of pocket. You understand? So, again, Credit Boosting Secrets is always available. The best do-it-yourself credit repair system is always available. It's only $37. Now, if you were to pay a credit repair company, my company, you're paying $100-something to sign up. You're paying a monthly fee. It's the cost of doing business with a professional. But with this system, I'm giving you everything that I'm going to use, right, for $37. $37. If you ever need any help or assistance, I'm always available. But for $37, you get the same system. So what does that mean? That means you save thousands of dollars, not only on credit repair, but in interest when you finally fix your credit. Okay, so for $37, you can change your situation. $37, 6 months from now, a year from now, could possibly get you into that home that you wanted, could possibly get you funded for that business that you always wanted, could finally get you that high credit card limit that you always wanted. $37, all right? Or just DM me, reach out to me, and we can discuss how you can work with our company for us to, repair your credit with our full service program. All right? But with all that being said, I'm out. This is day number 2. Just roughly going over different processes when it comes to repairing credit. Tomorrow, we're going to talk a little bit more about the letters, right? We're going to talk about the process when it comes to letters and what to do when your item comes back verified. Because everybody's disputed something before online or with a letter and it comes back verified. And you're like, dang, what do I do next? Never quit. When something comes back verified, it's very easy to remove these items, okay? So don't give up. 90% of the people give up when something becomes verified, right? So tomorrow we're going to talk about what to do when something comes back verified. If something comes back verified, don't get scared. It's just another letter. It's another process, all right? Y'all spamming the YouTube. That's good. They spamming the YouTube, y'all. So that's good. People watching. They spamming the YouTube. That's great. All right. So like I said, I'm out, y'all. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. sharp, I'll be back again. Again, the topic is going to be what to do after you dispute an item and it comes back verified or updated. Okay? Peace.